center for those wanting to be there. Thank you for being here. Your presence is always a source of encouragement. I want to invite your attention to the book of 1 Kings, chapter 3. And let's look at verse number 5, around about verse number 14. 1 Kings, chapter 3, verses 5 and 14. And it reads as, in Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, thou hast shown unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee, and thou hast kept from him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on the throne, as it is this day. And now, O Lord, my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David, my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. And thy servant is in the midst of the people which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for a multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thou so great a people? And the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and thou hast asked for thyself, thou hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast thou asked riches for thyself, nor hast thou asked life of thine enemies, but thou hast asked for thyself an understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee which thou hast not asked, but riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among thee king like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways, keep my statutes and my commandments, and as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. I want to use for a subject in the form of a question. What would you ask for? What would you ask for? If you had an audience of 1,000 people, you were to ask that audience, if you can ask God for anything you want, I almost know what the number one answer will be. It would be perhaps, give me a lot of money. That's probably what many would perhaps say. Many would probably say, let me have a big mansion. Let me have my dream car. Let me have a husband. Let me have a wife. I can imagine what the list would be like if people were asked, what would you ask God for if you was given that opportunity to ask for anything you want? It's amazing what Solomon asked for. Now that the kingdom has been established, Solomon sits on the throne. Solomon had purged all the people that his father had asked him to purge. He had purged Joab, he had purged Adonijah, his brother. He had purged these men because of their wickedness and what they tried to do. He had purged them, and now he sits on the throne, and the throne is established, and now Solomon had the opportunity to ask God for anything he wanted. What did he ask for? Ask for wisdom, how to discern and to rule your people. That's amazing what he asked for. And the thing about it, what Solomon asked for, and we look at here, and I often think, what would be, what are the things that we should ask for today? And God gave him what he asked for. And I said this morning, Solomon was the wisest man in his time that ever lived. He was one that you could ask questions about this. He would be one of the best men that could write the almanac. He could tell you when to plant your green, when to plant your corn. Right. He could write you a list when to go fishing. He knew about things he knew about psychology. He knew about all of these things. He studied all of these things, and he was a poet, and he wrote the books of wisdom, because God gave him wisdom. Amen. One of my favorite stories in the Bible, a good example of wisdom of Solomon, is that you remember I often tell the stories in the Bible, but Solomon had to deal with the problem after two women had a baby, and one of them laid on their baby, and one of them died, and this woman got this other woman baby and claimed that this was her baby. Right. And Solomon said, "Bring me a sword. Let me cut the baby in half." Right. You know what? The real mother said, "Don't cut the baby in half." And Solomon said, "Give her this woman this baby, because this is the real mother." Right. The real mother would never want her baby to be cut in half, even if you have to give her baby up. So this is the wisdom of Solomon. Amen. So here, Solomon's wisdom, he asked for something, and he asked for wisdom. And I often think, what should we ask for? Good question. Good question. You know, I think we ought to ask for things like understanding your word. Ask for wisdom like Solomon. We're privileged to ask for wisdom like Solomon. And we read this in the book of James, chapter 1. And often I refer to this, but I'm going to even do it tonight. James chapter 1, in verse number 5. Somebody get from me James chapter 4, in verse number 3. And we're going to talk about some things that what we should ask for, and the thing that we can ask for, and ask for things that are in the will of God. Watch this, and God will grant us the things that, especially in his will. And he probably will give us some of the other stuff we ask for too, but let's have this mind to ask for the right things and the good things that would help us to develop as Christians. So number one, we can ask for what Solomon asked for. We can ask for wisdom. Amen. Look for me, James chapter 1, in verse number 5. What does the Bible say?
Any of you like wisdom?
Any of you like wisdom, what?
Let him ask of God.
Let him ask of God. Read.
To give to all men liberty.
To give to all men liberally. Read.
And unbraided life.
And read on.
And it shall be given him.
And it shall be given him. Read.
But let him ask in faith.
You see, don't be wavering about when you ask for something. Don't doubt about what you ask for if you ask God for something, and especially things that are within his will. Read.
Right. Not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea.
You've been out to see the water,
yep.
How it be moving, and the body of water just be waving, and it's unstable. It's just back and forth, and it's kind of like if a ship is there, it just be, if you ever been out in the water fishing, and the thing about it, if a boat come by, it creates a wave, and you see the wave out, just wave back and forward. So don't be wavering in what you ask for. Read.
But let not that man think that he shall receive.
You don't even think you're going to get it if you're doubting before you even ask. Read.
A double-minded man is unstable.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Read.
Let the brother of the low degree.
Let the brother know that. Now that's good. Now look at James chapter 4 and verse number 3. James chapter 4 in verse number 3. What does the Bible say?
That you do not have because you do not ask.
You see, read.
You ask and do not receive because you ask amiss.
Read. You see, you ask amiss. You see, that's one thing. You should ask in confidence. You should ask God for the thing that that you need and the things that are within his will. Now, we ask, what should we ask for tonight? You know, one of the things that I often ask God for, and I'm leading up to a sermon on this, but look for me in Psalms chapter 51 in verse number 10, and perhaps hopefully I will be working on it this week. Psalm 51 and verse number 10. This is what I asked for many times in my life, what David asked for. And I always knew that this was a powerful scripture, even though I might not even look at the background of where it all come from, which is we are perhaps familiar with as well. But the idea, you ever read a scripture before? It is so powerful, you don't even know all about what it's talking about, but you can grab those few words and say, this has helped me, this blessed my life right here. And David asked God to create in me a clean heart. That's what I believe it's Psalm 51 in verse number 10. Well, that's if I read it, I know we can quote it, but let's just read it. And we know the backdrop of it, but I won't explain that tonight. But I just want you to see what David asked for. Read.
Create in me a clean heart.
Create in me do we spiritually, this is the way we ought to think.
Amen.
I want to be thinking right. I want to be thinking righteous because David is saying, I know I messed up. I know what I did. But Lord, I need your grace. I need your forgiveness. Create in me a clean heart. Although I messed up with Bathsheba, create in me a clean heart.
Amen.
And we ought to ask for a clean heart tonight. Maybe not for that situation, but we need a clean heart tonight. So I often think about that passage, even in my prayer. Lord, create in me a clean heart. Create in me how to love folks better. Create in me how to have a mind to be kind. Create in me some good things in life. How to love and continue to be patient with people. Create in me some good things in life. Read on. Oh God, read.
Renew a right spirit within me.
Renew. You know, we often sing the song, restore my spirit.
Yeah.
Renew in me the right thing. One thing David is asking for in this passage, he's asking for mercy. He's asking for forgiveness. He's asking for the thing that he knows he needs. All of us is going to need some forgiveness.
Amen.
So David is asking for mercy, and he's asking for forgiveness in this text. I just want to share that with you. I don't want to preach that tonight, but that's a good study there. But let's watch this one. Let's go back to our text. For tonight, let's look back in 1 Kings chapter 3, and we'll be ready in a little while to come to a conclusion here. So here we see in verse number 6, 1 Kings 3 and 6. He says, Solomon said, Thou hast shown unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according to as he walked before thee in truth. That's one thing we got to do. When we walk in truth and in faith, God will bless us if we walk in truth and in faith. Our life is a walk. You think about it. When a army or a parade is marching, they like to march in order. And in our walk every day, a walk ought to be a walk of order. We shouldn't be out of rank. We shouldn't be out of the stride that we're striving. We should want to look like we're in uniform together, unity, walking together in the faith.
Amen.
Read. Life is a walk. Read.
In righteousness and in uprightness of heart with you.
In his uprightness of heart with you. Back to verse number 7. Let's look at that. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father. And I am but a little child. Notice here now, we have to be willing to admit that we don't know everything.
Hello.
You see, some folks think they just know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They know everything. Solomon admit, I don't know how to guide you. I'm just a little child. And he advised the charge. law that he gave him this morning. He had instruction to do a certain thing. But now it's the rubber has beat the road. David is dead. And now he got to be the man that David told him to be. Be a man. Make decisions. Make choices. And you got to be the man now. Be strong. He told him what we were saying this morning. And now you need to know the Lord.
Amen.
And the thing about it is that God came to him, and look what, and this what when he came to him in this dream, and he asked him, what wilt thou give me? And the thing about it, when we have the right spirit, we say the right thing. Solomon said the right thing that pleased God. Notice here, he said, I'm just a look. In other words, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a king, but I really don't. And how many kings would admit that? I don't know how many people that's in rank or in power would admit, I don't know what I'm doing. But will you ever hear President Trump say, I don't know what I'm doing? It'll be an amazing thing when somebody say, I don't know. And the thing about it, when we don't know, just admit, I just don't know. What would I be like to say, let me fly you to Africa and I don't even know how to fly a plane? I don't know. I believe your own native said once, Will Rodgers, we all different just on different subjects. We all ignorant just on different subjects. I don't know nothing about flying no plane. I am ignorant on that subject. So here, there's some things in life that we just don't know. You're going to run across some folks in life that think they know everything, and you can't tell them nothing. Can't nobody tell them anything. Can't nobody, and you will see that in life. And you don't have to prove all that you know, as long as you know what you know. And the thing about it, and when something you know, and sometimes it's not good to let everybody know everything that you know anyway. You're kind of like the king that one time showing the people all the stuff, and they came back and took it. So don't let them know everything that you know. But the thing about it is here, we understand here that Solomon here admit that I don't know everything. And he asked God for wisdom. And if thou servant in this midst of the people which thou hast chosen, can you imagine this? Millions of people. Here they have a young ruler. And you know what he did? And what we all ought to do is to ask for God's guidance. That's what we need to do. When we don't know what to do, ask for God's guidance. Ask from counsel. God is the word of God is the greatest counselor that you would ever see. Then we see here, he said in verse number 9, give therefore thou servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this? Thou is so great a people. All these millions of people, and I'm just a young man. Who is able to do this? And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast not asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself a long life. So some people like, Lord, let me live. Ain't nothing wrong in and of itself asking, let me live a long time, a long life, Jeffrey. But one thing, this is something that he didn't ask for. And thou hast neither asked for riches for thyself, nor hast thou asked for the life of thine enemy. How many would say that, let me defeat my enemy? How many, even ask this? But thou hast asked thyself an understanding into a discerning judgment. That's a great thing. Amen. To ask for. Behold, I have done according to thy word. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding. I'm going to bless you with this. I'm going to give you with this understanding. God is saying, I'm going to give you this understanding that you asked for. And not only am I going to give you the understanding, I'm going to give you some other stuff you didn't even ask for. Right? You see? And then he goes on to say here, so thou was none like thee. I have also given thee what thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among thee kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways, we talked about as long as we walk in the statutes of God, walk in the statutes of God, and as we'll walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then will I deliver thou David. The question tonight is, what should we ask for? Let me suggest this. Perhaps we have been given all that we need. Look at Colossians chapter 2. Look at Colossians chapter 2 and verse number 3. What people need to be asking for tonight is forgiveness. We need to be asking for more Jesus, because that is the greatest treasure we could ever be given. Look at Colossians chapter 2. What should we be asking for? We should be asking for Jesus. Watch this, Colossians chapter 2, and look at verse number 3.
In whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge.
And now, God has really given us everything that we need. Have you ever thought about that? When we ask for stuff, God has already given us the greatest thing that He had. God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. So why many times we asking for all of this stuff? I'm not saying it's wrong in and of itself, but we think about why we asking for all this stuff. Why not just be thankful for what God has already given us? He gave us the greatest gift.
Amen.
So He given us. He can give us the great, the treasure. We read that Colossians 2 and verse number 3 there again. Read it slow. Read.
In whom are hidden all the treasures.
You want some treasures? The greatest treasure you could ever have. You want riches? It's the greatest riches you could ever have. Read.
Of wisdom and knowledge.
Now that's what I told you. If you want wisdom, ask God. God has it in His Word right here. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Ask for stuff. God has already given it to you. Read.
And now this I say, lest anyone should deceive you with persuasive words.
Now, that's what I'm saying tonight. And it's not saying it's wrong to ask for good health, ask God for prayer when we pray when we're sick. But what kind of motive? That's the point. What motive do you have? Is your heart pure? Is your heart, when you ask for things and the things that we need, God will grant us these things. But just remember, be thankful, because God has already given you. If you don't have nothing else, God has already given you the greatest gift. Now, question was tonight, what should we ask for? We should ask for Jesus tonight. God gives us, God love, God's mercy. Ask for the things that are spiritual. God will bless you with everything else you need.
Amen.
So tonight, what should we ask for? Tonight you have that chance. You can have Jesus tonight. How can I get Jesus tonight? You need to hear the gospel. Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. After you have heard, you need to believe it. Hebrews 11:6 says, but without faith it is impossible to please Him. He that come to Him must believe that He is. He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Be looking for God. Then repent of your sin. Luke 13:3, I tell you now, except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. Confess that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Matthew 10:32. Whosoever shall confess me before men, him will I confess before my Father which art in heaven. Whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I deny before my Father which art in heaven. That is a fair proposition right there. If you accept God, and He will accept you if you acknowledge Him tonight. So be willing to be baptized. Would be baptized into the liquid grave of baptism. Paul was told in Acts 22:16, why tarry? Arise and be baptized and wash away your sins. You want forgiveness tonight? You can ask for forgiveness by being obedient to the gospel and the word of God. And then when you do that, God will wash away your sins. So this is your opportunity, your invitation tonight. While we stand, saints on the invitation.